to cover up.
Hello, and welcome to This is episode number 4, I guess. Again, I skipped a week. April 24th, Friday. 10 o'clock. My room. Showdown time. No, I'm just kidding. First things first. I got my learner's permit! Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I just really wanted to say that out loud before I say anything else. We got a lot to cover this week. We have pirates, snakes on planes, pregnant women getting assaulted in Colorado, and oh yes, people treating their dogs like mosquitoes. So this week will be good. First things first. Last Friday was the Karen Pell's writing contest award ceremony, and I won second in fiction. Oh shit, you can't see it from the glare, but wait, let me try and hold it like that. There you go. As you can see, I won second in fiction, and I got $30. It's awesome, and it's like has a gold leaf on it too. It's really nice. Well, I really like the $30 more. And that was with Read With Anger, which is currently on my Facebook page. And actually, yeah, it's on my Facebook and MySpace page. If you go to, just search Rocco, because I don't have it on the R's page. So yeah, check it out. It's really cool. Tonight was the coffee house. I was hoping on recording earlier today, so I would have been anyone who would have watched this might have known the coffee house was going to happen. I typed my story up literally 20 minutes before we left, so it was only about, it's like this long. It's just one page. Wait, I hate this glare so much, you have no idea. I wrote one page. It's called These Eyes, and I guess I'll just read that now. As I stood upon the highest perch the world had to offer, I realized that nothing could escape my sight. The moon was out, but appeared somewhat closer due to my elevation. The clouds beneath my feet were dark, almost like smog billowing off a volcano. The air was cool, frigid almost, as frost was beginning to collect on my cheeks. I held a hand out reaching for the moon, but it was just barely out of my grasp. I closed my hand and withdrew it as I turned my gaze towards the ground. I could see my silhouette on the earth. What a ghastly sight that must have been to the people down below. A boy with black wings and glowing eyes standing in the clouds. And yet I thought nothing of it. My time amongst them was pointless. I could have saved thousands, and they still wouldn't have given a damn. I guess that's the only bad side to playing the hero. You really can't expect any recognition. I wanted so badly just to hear someone say thank you, to see one person nod approvingly for what I've done. I continue only because I know there's something more, something I've yet to hold, even though it all seems so pointless. Sigh. Pitiful, I guess that's really the only word to describe it. I can see children born, adults live, and elders die. I can see evil conquer the world and good defend it. I can see the anger destroy everything in the name of revenge. I can see the greed ruin thousands of lives, all to fill their empty cores. I can see tears poured out over the death of a loved one. I can see love-struck fools follow their heart's desire long after it leaves their grasp. All pointless. So by now you may be asking yourself, if there's no point, then why go on? Why continue down this path if nothing comes of it? Well, that, my friends, is something even these eyes don't see. I'm probably just going to use a clapping effect, but whatever. Let me see. Oh, also, I'd like to add that David actually used an electric guitar tonight. It was quite impressive, considering he still has no idea how to play. Joking, David, don't kill me. And also we had Justin Velarde from Paint the Town Red. He was actually ridiculously good, and he only had acoustic guitar. So that was cool. Also, we had some guys do spoken words. I've never heard this before. It was like poetry, but he didn't have any actual poetry on him. He just memorized it. So kudos for that. And also, okay, that was weird. No, that's pretty much it. Oh, I have to admit, fucking hilarious coffee house tonight, and I didn't even have to hear any jokes to laugh my ass off. But that's a story for another time. On to other news. Piracy has now gone back to its original term, and internet users, as Jon Stewart has put, has now gone down to thieves. So, if you're stealing music off the internet, it's now stealing, not pirating, and the act is now not piracy, but burglary or something like that, because we have pirates yet again. In November 2008, Somali pirates began hijacking ships well outside the Gulf of Aden, perhaps targeting ships heading for the port of Mombasa, Kenya. Now, these are essentially like in the Mediterranean area, and then also, I think I saw somewhere they were also doing this like in the Indian Ocean and also in the Baltic Sea or somewhere around there. I'm not sure. It's somewhere up in the sea right near Turkey, wherever that is. Not the Mediterranean, the other one. But essentially, these are. I'm trying to think of what the word is. Ridiculously anorexic black pirates with guns and rocket launchers and Nikes. That is the pirates of today's world. Kind of sad considering that we had people like Blackbeard running around in the 1700s, and now we have, not to be racially discriminative, but I'm not really sure how to put this in your way, but we have like black athletes that are extremely underweight black athletes pirating the seas now. And it's kind of sad. And also, I'd like to point out, I just read this story that 4 Somali pirates seized the, I'm not even sure how to pronounce this, Maersk, Alabama, 240 nautical miles southeast of the Somalian port city of Ale. The ship was carrying 17,000 metric tons of cargo with over 5,000 metric tons of relief supplies bound for Somalia, Uganda, and Kenya. On April 12, 2009, a combined effort of United States Navy SEALs and United States Marine Corps snipers killed 3 of the pirates that were holding Captain Richard Phillips hostage aboard a lifeboat from the Maersk, Alabama, after determining that Captain Phillips' life was in immediate danger. A 4th pirate, Abdul Wali Muse, I'm not sure if it's Muse or Muse, surrendered what was taken into custody. This is kind of sad that it took, because if I remember correctly, it took like a couple days of delegating before they just decided, okay, you know what, let's kill the dude. Seriously, people, we're dealing with people that think they're allowed to be pirates still. It's kind of sad. I'm not surprised there's like a big army of ninjas, a bunch of like white people in ninja suits running around New York stealing shit and throwing smoke bombs at random areas. Although that would be really funny if they got into a fight with the people that think they're pirates, because then we would have an age-old war of pirates versus ninjas, which, for those of you who don't know, you can turn off the show right now, and I never want to see you again. For everyone else, keep watching. Since the dawn of man, pirates and ninjas have been at war. And you've always had to pick 2 sides, and if you didn't, both sides would combine and kill you, or force you to pick one. And essentially, most of the wars were won by the ninjas, which is partially why I'm a ninja, but also just because ninjas are cooler. I'm sorry if you like pirates, but you shouldn't be watching this show if you like pirates, because I just made fun of them, even though there's really not that much work to be done.